ma'am. I'm like, that's fucking right. You address me as ma'am, motherfucker.
All right. So for the people that missed this,
Oh,
uh,
you turned that on
just
already. I'm sorry, I
yeah,
didn't say that. Oh,
sure
fuck.
you did. Gotcha.
Fuck.
So for Dell and Brendan and Alex, number two, uh, just basically we're just going to talk about recapping on the pantheway campaign. Um, so when we left off, basically we're just kind of starting to gear for war. Um,
What?
talked to getting ready to gear for war because
Oh.
we were thinking about getting an army together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's finish the Shinzo shard thing, which everyone hated. um, so, uh, from this point on, I guess we could start gearing that way, unless you guys want to explore more of like your background. I know we still have the Star Sword to get. Um, I believe Born is in Illumina, um, so we could send everybody there and uh, rekindle, I guess, with the UAG. Kind of not really part of the UAG, but we are. Right?
Yeah.
So, um, so for the next chapter, I was probably gonna start it there, um, and everybody just kind of we all get there. Orange's been there for what, a couple weeks, months, something like
A month or so now.
that. Yeah. And I guess start to figure out what kind of resources we can pull from Illuma for it, or you know, what allies we can pull. Um, so there's that. Star Sword, obviously. Because when we left off hitting the shard, got back to our regular time, and from that point, I know I had one other spot that I was going to send you guys, like another town, and uh, figure out how this, like the plague or the dark power or whatnot that was spreading around like it did in Mutant. Figure out stuff there. So, as characters, was there anything that you guys wanted to see more of besides RP and less battle?
I mean, we technically haven't explored Pantheway. I mean, we just went to like 3 places and like we started exploring it, we set off the smirk and then we're like, fuck, okay, now we gotta deal with that. But we haven't done what we actually set out to do.
So we can do that. Really haven't touched the desert too much. Um, there's regions to the south, and there's regions to the west, which we end up running into Kobe and stuff like that. Um, and so for that, I really would have to look at the map again that I had made. Really, all kind of depends on which way your characters want to go when we get in game. Because you can really go any which way.
Um, as Orn, I wanted to move the game heading back to Lebosia because there was items that I was carrying that I wanted to use to try to unify the leaders into working together again.
Okay, we could definitely do that.
Because there were some historical artifacts that we found that suggested they did it once before, and this is probably the same time to do it again.
Okay.
Wasn't that the tapestry?
Yeah,
Right. Okay. Well,
With the fancy china, where I learned that china is fucking the thing. Ceramic plates.
yeah.
Yep.
right.
Right. Sorry.
Okay. So, I guess first order of business would be to get one back to the group, and then head back to Lavosia,
And get his
which
ring back.
and get his ring back.
Yeah.
God damn it, Orn.
What? I thought I was gonna die.
So we would end up coming back to Kobe, where everybody's at, and then travel back to Lavosia. And then from
Yeah.
there, we'll kiss. The games will start being probably a little bit more heavy RP since we have to do more diplomatic stuff there.
Yeah. And that will give enough time for characters to, like other characters, to sort through their emotions about the whole situation. Because I know that pretty much the other three that aren't present
Mhm.
aren't really like enjoying the situation that they're kind of tagging along in.
Yeah. The war.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like Clark to be more part of the party and give him like motivation to actually like go get along with us other than just you're a party and you gotta do this now.
Well, once we get a chance to talk to Dale, um, to see where Clack is, I guess, and see what would motivate her to be part of the party. You know, I don't want her to feel like she's just the third wheel or just there as support. You know, it's not the way we want it to everybody, if any of the players feel.
I think I think that's for the way I'm looking at it. I think that's how the other three are going to feel because they are our lowest levels.
Right. That's why I'd offered other games to jump into to kind of get them on the same level. Um, and since they've had downtime since you've been gone, I might just push them up levels. Um, just to be on the same ground as you two, because Orn is level 10, right?
Yeah, and I think I'm really close to level.
Yeah, he's
you,
like
11.
fucking way in front of everyone.
Yeah, I'm two XP away from hitting level 11.
Where's Yuna at, Sandy?
Yuna's at home right now. Give me a second. I'm gonna open her sheet.
Okay.
Oh,
She has 45. She's level 10.
So she's level 10. So you're right about right there where he's at.
So
I
she's got
think
45.
Paloma's 8.
Yeah, she just hit level 10. So she's, what is that? That's 10, 11. She's 9 experience points behind Orn.
Okay.
No, shut up, phone. Sorry.
Okay. So, I'd really like to get everybody closer in levels, at least within one. And I talked to Alex number 2 earlier, and I agree with what he said, and I agree with what you said, Sandy. I did throw a lot of powerful shit, item wise, and abilities at you guys. a little bit too fast. I was trying to get you guys. Uh, I guess I was trying to upgrade you guys faster because timeline. I was trying to push it further because of what was happening with the smurg and all that shit. Um, so Alex is going to drop some of the items that he has, and he's trying to figure out what he wants to do with Paloma. Because this thing is, well, Shinzo scared the shit out of him because, well, he dropped, I think, a couple times. And Paloma's an upfront fighter, so she should be a little bit more tanky. Um, in Alex's words, which I agree. Um, so trying to figure out ways of, or giving her the leeway of seeing if she wants to change something with her character that will allow her to upgrade either her defense or her HP. Same thing with Yuna. If there's something that you need to change or you feel like you want to change, you're welcome to. And that's purely my fault because I really did just push a lot of shit at you guys. And I was going for the high fantasy shit because I was throwing heavier enemies at you guys. So that was the thought process behind it. Was throw heavy enemies at you guys, so you more abilities to combat them. It was towards the end game when we with the final fight when we do fight the smart. So
I don't know. Like what bothers me the most is that my character has abilities and things, and they like what it feels like. It's probably not, but what it feels like most of the time they don't work. Or like when I ask what kind of damage is it, it's damage. Like you just take damage. There's no way to avoid it. Like I feel like that my character gets taken away the capability to shine or evade or actually make use of abilities or items that she has.
right.
When it's just like, yeah, it hits you, you can't do anything. It's damage. I'm like, yeah, okay. That feels really unsatisfying. Like then just I don't know. I mean, Yuna has dropped so far. I think every game she's dropped. So and well, I mean, I know counterspell is annoying, but I mean that like some enemies have like several reactions per round, and it's like yeah, but he counterspells it. It's like that's a fucking spellcaster thing, but that is for me kind of frustrating since my all she does is sort of like cast spells. I'm like I'm casting the spiritual weapon. No, you're not. Okay, that's my turn.
I understand that. Because you guys are as a group fucking forced to be reckoned with. I have to make enemies that are on level with you because I've thrown shit at you guys and you've like 2 rounds you guys just destroyed it. So in order to give you a challenge, sometimes I OP some stuff. Sometimes, a lot of times I do. But I think that I'm gonna revamp that as far as like what I throw at you guys, because I don't want you guys to feel that way. And apparently, it is feeling that way, and I apologize for that. But that's the hard part about being a GM with characters that all work as a team, because each one of you have something that works with everybody, and so one monster that I think is going to last 5 or 6 rounds. Sometimes it only lasts 2 rounds. So.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of ways to like to like lure us into situations where we can't really, where we have to come up with alternatives. Say like a realm where our magic or in general magic doesn't work, or like also magic that is in armor or in weapons, you know, like just
Uh,
simply reducing us, like not in a realm maybe, but maybe just in a certain area or something, you know, we don't know that. So that might be a thing, or obstacles that have to be overcome without actually using force or
mhm.
magic, or not only like fights, you know, or surprises, like not surprise not during the night, but where, or ambushes where you have to go somewhere in a diplomatic environment and there's going to be an ambush and no one has weapon with us, like no one has really like, or an arcane focus or whatever, so things have to be fought out on a different level, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then like in the last, well, since the last time that we played, um, changed a lot of things that I do as far as how I GM, um, and like for instance, we played a Jubei game where they kind of go into like a dream realm. Well, a lot of it, most of it was RP, and just a little bit of it was battle, but most of it was just RPing out of the situation instead of actually getting into battle. Like Alex was in the game, one with the shoes. Yeah. We really didn't fight a lot, like barely. But I think everybody was expecting me to throw like the character Jack. I think they all expected me to drop Jack in like some fucking crazy high level wizard. Um, and I get on the option of actually talking to him, which Scribe was just like, I'll just blast him. So, but which is not what I was trying to go for. But I get what you're saying, and that I'm trying as a GM to get out of just jumping into a combat and doing more of the RP.
I mean, today I did like the entire opposite. Like today I ran a game for like, what was it, 3 hours or four, without the session zero. Um, with there was no combat at all. Like there was not even an encounter. It was just RP.
Mm.
And it was not even diplomatic or anything. So I wish I had like more, I had more time to like actually initiate at least like the first phase, because now it's getting really interesting. But that was also the kickoff of a campaign, so I think that that is necessary to like establish like some basic connection, sort of, kind of. But I mean, it's difficult to find like the a good balance between them, I guess.
It is, and as a GM, most of the games that I've ran in the UAG are uh, encounters or run up smash or some shit like that. Not many of them are actually RP heavy, which in the past, before I hit the UAG, that's mainly what I ran was a lot of combat, because it's the people that I played with, that's mainly what they were looking for, you know. So I'm trying to get out of just fucking showing up and smashing shit all the time, and actually get more to the story, or find alternatives. So uh, I'm gonna try and veer that route more as we play. I'm hoping that we get everybody back in, because I really like to see the campaign finish out. I don't want it to die. I had a lot of fun running it. I think since we hit Uden, it's just kind of been a lot of battles and shit, and kind of
Yeah,
want to
but how
get
we are.
back.
But
Hmm?
how do we ignore the fact, like with Smirk and Darzanon, this whole thing, this bums me out like big time.
Yeah, well,
I've had enough of this already.
yeah, and see, that's That's why I want to veer away from having to come up on a spot that's just
Yeah.
the situation only warrants for like a battle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I think the smirk has been introduced too soon. Because if you want like a really big bad boss, like you want to keep the suspense up, right? You want to like build a mystery around it, sort of. And you don't really want to reveal him. But now what we're doing is just running after him and carrying this permanent guilt that it's our fault and people die because of us.
yeah. Um, and that's where I'm trying to get us out of. Because the marshaling of forces is going to take a while. So with that, I was thinking of continuing exploring to see if we can find other allies besides just Babosia and Kobe and Illumina if we get anything from there. Because the Pantheway map is actually it's a lot bigger, of course. Um, but we ran through spots that we didn't even stop in. We just kind of ran through, getting to different areas. So I think that would be a good way to go, is to continue exploring, like you guys had talked about, and just kind of. I'm going to slow the smirk down as far as like meeting up with you guys, or just being right behind them. Get more into the exploring, which is what we essentially, it's what we started the game for, is just to explore.
I mean, if you want to compare it with Harry Potter, for instance, like, I don't know if you watched that or whatnot, but
Yeah.
see, he kind of lost. He in total he took like what 16 years or 17 years to actually come back to his full power because it was
Mhm.
like yeah, and that is what we're playing is not 16 years, in relation because it was like so weak, like his fucking very soul was torn into shreds and he was supposed to be recovering, right? So
Right.
I figure someone who is that powerful and can even like overcome death at least once. I don't know what the Smirk story is in particular, like for this point, but that's not done in a month. I don't think so, and that's what it feels like.
Right. And it's just because of the way the smirk was working was he got out and he was jumping around, seeing what resources that were still around. And so at this point, um, he's kind of just going to sit and accumulate um, forces to him, probably in an area that would be hard for us to get into, which leaves us plenty of time to freaking explore and maybe every once in a while come across one of his
A lead.
one of his leads or something, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Um,
what it feels like is like we're just playing the main quest and we're already at the final boss, sort of, kind of, but we kind of skip all the side quests.
yeah,
And that was like,
and
if this was an RPG, like this is an RPG, but you know what I mean, like a video game.
and it's not what I wanted initially. Initially, it was we were going to explore, and um, so that's what I'm trying to get back into is uh, just get back into exploring um, and doing the side quest and doing all the other stuff. I'm figuring I'm figuring in game time, probably 8 to 10 years before we get to the end. That would definitely leave a lot of time to explore the continent and meet new allies. Tons of side quests.
But there's the other problem with Darzanon, right? We now know that an Illumina shit is about to hit the fan, and we're just running around collecting flowers for some farmer because he can't get to them.
I really don't remember that. I have
No,
to
we
go.
didn't do that. I just invented like a side quest, a stupid side
Oh,
quest. Yeah,
but
we didn't do
no, but
that.
it'd be yeah, but we something like that. We could. I'd throw in there, but
I
I
don't
pushed
remember
I
that.
pushed us too far along too fast. Is what I'm saying. And
Yep.
obviously,
Mhm.
but I want to slow us down to where we progress naturally.
Yeah, but my
And
question is, why would our characters be motivated to do that when they know that there's some real bad shit still going on because you can't slow Darzanon down?
well, uh, one of the thoughts I had when I did that with uh, the Smurg and Darzan was that Darzan was pure chaos, and so with him absorbing him, he wouldn't know what the fuck. He'd be so fucked up, even pulling it into him, that it's gonna be like he's kind of like in a coma in a way. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Like, uh, kind of just like,
What is NOA?
hmm?
What is that? You just said NOA?
No, like he's in a kind of like in a coma where he absorbed Darzan. Darzan is pure chaos, and so the Smurg is not a creature of total chaos. And when you're going to mix the two, um, it's essentially he's in a power struggle within himself. So he's kind of out of it for a while. Because he's either going to eject Darzan or they're going to meld together and be really fucked up. You know what I
Like
mean?
Boo from Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah. so so and that's kind of like, well, I think I made a mistake when I had him absorb Darzon, but I was doing it for a reason to kind of push shit along in the movement.
Well, did that happen? No, it didn't, right? That was revoked.
I really don't know.
Nobody said
I
that.
He didn't say anything about it. It's hard to
So
know.
that happened?
So that's what happened, and Darzon was absorbed, and
I
so
totally
fucking.
thought that was revoked and just nobody gave a
I
fuck.
don't know. I never heard Charles never told me anything, and
You
Alex
just
told
said
me like, dude, Darzon's like pure fucking chaos. It's really gonna fuck Smug up.
that.
Which it works and it doesn't. It works in the way where it kind of puts the Smurg in an eternal fight, which it works in my favor as far as like stopping them from jumping around so much and causing havoc and making you guys feel like you have to chase him. Um, so you know that he's there, you know that he's present in this plane, but he's not actively running around anymore. You know what I mean? So that leaves us with the option of either staying in Labosia and working on that for a little while, or continuing with exploring. And the way I can do that is that Labosia will probably prompt us to be like, look, there's other nations out there in Pantheway that can help with this, but we haven't had contact with them in so long. Maybe you guys can be the envoys. You know what I mean? And the travel to those places would give us options of doing side quests and other stuff along the way. You know what I mean? That isn't just battle; it's more RP and stuff like that, which is what I'm trying to get us back to, back to the original stuff that we were doing before fucking the Smart popped in, which I kind of popped them in right from the beginning. But um, with Darzan being absorbed and him being kind of like in a internal struggle, he's going to be out of it for a while. Um, which will still come across like some of his vassals, you know what I mean, out there exploring, but they're not going to be like, it's not going to be like a fight like Shinzo. You know what I mean? Um, they'll be tailored to like our CR level, where we're not fighting something that we think we're just not going to win against. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I'm trying to gear us towards, instead of just, hey, hurry the fuck up and get to level 20 so we can fight this thing. And that's not where I want to go. I mean, So I'm thinking 8 to 10 years in game time, which would give us plenty of time to explore Pantheway. Plenty of time for like side quests,
A
um,
wedding.
wedding, definitely a wedding.
Oh,
Fuck
Um,
yeah.
even maybe even you know establishing a keep maybe down the road, or uh, maybe even getting a chance for Paloma to get up with the rest of our family, which that's going to take a while itself since King Cloud is promiscuous. So I want to give us a
oh.
lot of room to do a lot of stuff.
Well, if you're giving me control over armies, man, do I have ideas.
Say what? Say what?
Or
If
college.
Wait, what? You giving him an army?
I have like 110,000 gold.
No. We have 110,000 gold.
Christ.
You and your fiance have 110,000 gold, which means Yuna has 110,000 gold.
There you go. There you go. And I
But
would have
still,
spent it better than on fucking Nahat. Oh, well, now I said it. Now I said it.
Uh,
Goddamn live stream. Fuck you.
man, I just want to
No
have
regrets.
my own army and facilitate more jobs.
sorry, I missed that last part.
He
I
wants to
said I
build
just want to build an army and facilitate jobs and
and build Autobahn.
Okay, we could do that. Actually, the Autobahn was probably not a bad idea.
Man, it would be really cool if we had like access to like some exotic. I mean, that sounds really dumb, I know, but like exotic mounts or something. Or if we would do like a dungeon crawl, or I don't know. I
Oh,
don't know.
there's a lot of things. One of the places that I wanted to take you guys actually has. Now, have you played in one of the airship games, haven't you, Alex?
yeah.
That had the mechanical birds.
I played in them.
The
Okay, well
mechanical.
well, the mechanical eagles.
Ansgar.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Ansgar
Well,
don't need no stealth.
right. So, um, that airship came from Hanoi, and so there's going to be a city of like it's going to be like a steampunk city, kind of sorta, where we have stuff like that, airships, actually ships on the water that use steam and whatnot, or magical propulsion. Um, I was actually even thinking about uh, dropping us in like an underwater cave where we find a city down there, which would be like tridents and stuff. Um, we could definitely do a dungeon delve. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of spots that we can do that. Because one of the spots that I had thought about was doing like a huge like buried city, or a city that was destroyed and kind of like enveloped um, by the land. Um, so there's a lot of openings for doing the Dungeon Delve, finding mounts, um, and all the stuff that we want to do. You know what I mean? But if you have an idea of something and shoot it my way, we can always include it in the game. So many options. But biggest point is that slowing the Smurf down as far as like him being up in your guys' face. Um, and we're gonna start uh, concentrating more on the exploring again. Because I figure for the downtime that we've had in game and out of game, it would give Orin the time to shoot out to Lumina, do what he's doing out there, come back. We head to Labosia. The characters in game would have a lot of downtime to, you know, get some feats maybe or some skills under their belt that would help them out if they choose. Um, and to like, I don't know, kind of figure out where you want to go from there.
I mean,
Or which direction. You know what I mean? Like as far as like where do you want to go explore next?
I think once we hit Lubosian, and then kind of figure out when we start doing those envoys, I think that's when
So the
they'll
first
be
session,
easier to talk.
yeah. So first session back, we'll probably be getting Orin back to Kobe, meeting back up with a group, and then you guys heading out to Laotian. And then from there, we'll start working on the diplomatic side of getting everything going.
Yeah, even if the others can't show up for that, it's mostly just going to be
Yeah.
me talking anyways.
Which I'd love to have everybody in there at the same time. And also want to work on your guys' backstories or expand on them more. So, like Clack, for instance, uh, so she feels like she's part of the group and not just a support item. I don't want I don't want any of them to feel that way. Same thing with Rusty and Paloma. You know, Paloma, hey, there's a Sky Temple not too far away, or there's Earth Temple not too far away. Um, you want to go check that out, or we're close by.
Do you have a
Give me 1 second, guys. Be right back.
Okay. Mm.
Okay. My daughter wanted to draw. Just looking for a pencil sharpener. All right. So where were we?
We were just talking about heading to Lubogia and dealing with the politics, stuff like that, before moving on to the exploration.
Where would you want to hold the wedding at? Have you guys talked about that? Probably not, huh?
Hell.
It's gonna be big.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be huge. You
That's
want to
Right
hold
what
it
she
there?
The wedding.
She said. Yeah,
I missed that.
I know. That's what she said.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
No, I really missed this. I really missed this campaign, man. I really miss playing with you guys. Getting tired of running the quick Jubei games and shit like that. It's fun, but I need
Hey.
a break. You know what I mean?
I just know what you mean. Yes.
So, and I'm wanting to get more into the fucking more of the RP stuff instead of just
The good
making
shit.
making the games where fucking we're just playing for
For
loot.
XP's sake.
Yeah. The option too for like doing side quests is always open. Um, Even stuff outside of the pantheway campaign game itself. If any of you want to do like something on the side with like one or two characters, besides doing it in RP chat, um, you want me to run something, that's fine. Even for like Paloma or even Clack, you know, just kind of let Clack's people, yeah, you know what I mean. And
Yeah. When we
uh,
hit Lubogia, I think I'm gonna ask everyone in game, like, hey, is there anywhere that you want us to go visit first?
we just kind of jumped in, bounced around, ran after them, did this, did that, and then uh, everybody's just like at a standstill. And I don't particularly want the campaign to just kind of go what it's gone to right now, where it's fucking stagnant. It sucks because I was having a blast running them, um, and then finding a time frame. Um, Maybe after like, 'cause I know you like running your games in the morning on Sunday, so maybe trying to get one in after that.
Yeah, definitely. Because well, I'm gonna run my games actually on Saturday mornings. I will try if that works out with Alex number two, because Dale works Saturdays at like during the day, so I
Okay.
can't do that. That's why Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings. I will definitely try to like book those two slots for a game and for my fixed group, and
Okay.
then a normal game for Lorien that's open for everyone, like in Evergarden.
I wish I had fucking time to run in your game. I miss playing Sandable.
Man, yeah. You can't play tomorrow?
What time is the game? 12, right?
12.
I'll see if I can jump in.
Sure. We're going to a mine. It's gonna be fine.
Oh my god, that's cool.
Hmm.
So, I'd say it
But
in a
you gotta
nutshell.
let me know because I'm calibrating the fucking
Okay.
things. I can't tell
I'll,
you any more about this.
no, that's cool. That's cool. I'll try and let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell. I'm definitely going to revamp the way that I do things so that we're all getting what we need from the game and not just fucking running around after the smart. Kind of, I kind of just jumped into that and it was just like, fuck it, we're going after this motherfucker. And that's not where initially I wanted. I wanted him to come out as a fucking massive enemy, and then he would pop up here and there. And well, I kind of threw us into the shard shit, which I didn't want to, but I was trying to move shit along in Illumina, so I kind of used us for that. So I apologize.
Don't worry. I mean, if we can get it back together, it's been a while, and I hope it's not. It hasn't. We haven't like grown apart too much.
Hope not. I really haven't played with Alex number 2 in a while. I haven't played with Dell a little bit. I play with you guys more often than not. I play with Alex and Brendan a lot. I know you got your games and you kind of shine away from the UAG because of all the bullshit that happens there. I'm kind of figuring out still if I want to fucking be there all the time or just kind of jump in it once in a while and play a game.
Yeah, that's like the question of the day.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to be there?
I do because it's just I have a lot of people in there that I like playing with. Some of the shit happens behind the lines and all that crap. Just,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
Well, that's why I'm kind of doing my own stuff.
That's cool. But
And
I think
I offer people like the opportunity to not like to I mean, I heard from a few people, not only the people that I frequently play with, but from a few like, yeah, this murder hobo shit is like a little bit too much, and I would really appreciate a good game and not only level this character up and then go.
yeah. And I think that's kind of what I've been offering a lot lately. I just get away from that, back into the regular games. That's kind of hard when people are like, "Hey, you got a game going? Hey, you got a game going? Hey, you got a game going?" I guess so.
Yeah. They will just ask, but you don't have to deliver. You can just say no, like.
I'm getting to a point
No.
where I'm just gonna like, I'm just not gonna say shit. I'll let Matt fucking run some
Yeah.
encounters.
Yeah. Random encounters.
Yes.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have nothing to say about the UAG. Not worth it.
That's cool. But yeah, I'll see. I'll once I get once I hear something out of Megan or Dell, I'll see where she's at if she still wants to play. And I hope she does. I really fucking like Clack as a character. I like Dell as a fucking player too. She's awesome. So I definitely don't want to lose her in the campaign. I want it to keep going too. So hopefully we can get it rolling again. And if we have to do it like once a month, or once every 2 weeks, that's fine. So I know everybody's got shit they got to do. Is Alex still doing his Broadway shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
The school? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just started school again.
How did his show go? Did he?
Really good. Like he got, I think he got cast for one voice act, and now he's doing like chair dancing for old people.
Cool. He dropped me a clip of part of
Man, I've seen a video of him sing. Man, it was
the other
so
guy.
nice. Huh?
The one where he's singing with the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's doing good.
Yeah. I'm like, I know that guy.
Yeah. Because I asked him, I was like,
That's
dude.
my son.
Yeah, I was like, dude, can you get a clip? Because I can't go to wherever he's at and watch the show. If I could, I
Awesome.
would. But sent me one. I was like, kick ass. So,
Yeah.
but either of you have anything else?
Nope.
No, I think this is going in a good direction.
Cool. I hope it does. I hope we get everyone back in. I think we have a fucking badass fucking party. But with that, I'll go ahead and end it. Thanks for showing up. I hope the other three should watch this and put their input in, or even in the Discord chat, see where we go. So, that's about it.